Hi everyone, I hope everyone is fine. Okay, so here now I'll discuss important concepts for GATE and ESE students. Okay, so subject is steel structure. So before starting, first we'll see the weightage for GATE and ESE. Okay, if you see the ESE weightage, okay, so these are previous questions, okay, number of questions, okay. So in 2008, 8 questions in prelims, okay, 19 also 8 questions, and in 20, 8 questions, but in 21, 13 question, 22, 11 questions, and in 23, 13 questions, okay. So we can expect an average 10 questions, okay, from this subject for prelims, okay. And which type of questions we will ask, we will discuss, okay. So this is the very important subject for engineering students. And if you come to GATE, okay, this is the least priority for GATE exam, frankly I'm saying, okay. If you see the weightage for GATE, okay, in 2020, in set number 1, no 1 mark question, only 1 2 mark question. It means number of, what is the weightage here? 2 marks in 2020. This is in set 1. If you see set 2 also, 2 marks questions are 1. It means 2 marks. So like that, if you see 2021 and 2022 and 2023. In 2023, there is a 1 mark only in set number 1. In set number 2, 2 marks. Okay, so this is the least weightage for GATE exam. Students, if you have time, I'm talking about only GATE people, if you have time, then only read this subject, otherwise leave it. GATE people. But for IS, this is the important subject. Okay, right. So here you can expect for GATE 2 to 3 marks. Okay, 2 to 3 marks. And this is not constant, students. Okay, this weightage may change. Okay, you can get sometimes more than 3 marks also. But if you see the last 4-year question paper, so this is the weightage. Okay, right. Next, we'll see syllabus ones. And for GATE and engineering service, syllabus is same only. Nothing is different. Okay, now I will give this syllabus chapter wise. Okay, so these are the chapters we have in design of steel structure for GATE and IES. Okay, right. Here, first, students, for IES, all the chapters are important. Yes, you'll get the questions almost from all the chapters. Because just assume number of questions are 10. ESE prelims, okay, number of questions, for example, 10. Here total number of chapters are 11. So you won't ask from this chapter 2-3 questions, right? So possibility of asking 1 question from 1 chapter. Yes or no? So here, so possibility of asking questions from all the chapter IES people. But for GATE, hardly, if it is 2 or 3 marks, just assume 3 marks. Okay, then possibility of asking only 2 questions. 2 questions. Okay, just assume 2 questions. What are the from which chapter we will ask the 2 questions? We'll discuss. Okay, so first, students, IS people, you have to concentrate on all the chapters. IS people. Then GATE people, concentrate up to beams chapter. GATE. Okay, up to beam chapter. And this is ESE, engineering service. Okay, then here I'll tell you important chapters for gate people. Okay, so students, for gate, bolted connection, okay, don't touch riveted connection, forget about riveted connection, okay, bolted connection, and welded connection is very, very important. Okay, this is very, very important. If you see the last year question paper, okay, there is a one compulsory question from welded connection chapter, and that too 2 marks question. Okay, and eccentric connection. Okay, this year I am expecting from tension members. Okay, so these are the very, very important chapter for gate, because maximum you will get 2 or 3 questions. Generally you will get 2 questions only if it is 3 marks. If it is more than 3 marks, then possibility of asking 3 questions for example. Okay, so here first priority, I am not saying remaining chapters are not important like that, please. Okay, so these are very, very important chapters. What are the important chapter for gate people? Bolted connection, welded connection, eccentric connection, and tension members. Okay, then in compression member, okay, only 2 topics, revise it. Okay, I'll tell you what the topics, I'll tell you. Okay, we'll discuss separately topics wise also. Okay, right. Then after this, after completion of these chapters, still if you have time, okay, then concentrate on compression members also. Okay, right. Now, but for gate people, each and every chapter is important. Okay, right, IS people. So for gate people, hardly 4 chapters are sufficient. Okay, and students who are exclusively preparing for gate, don't touch any theory concepts. Okay, there is a less possibility of asking theory questions in gate exam from this subject. Okay, so numerical questions only will ask. Okay, so first solve the numerical questions. Okay, and second, codal provisions. I given specifications. Okay, just concentrate on specifications, but don't touch any theory part. It's not required for gate people. Okay, right. The students, for gate, only numerical questions, that is only problems. Okay, practice only problems and specifications. Specifications means codal provisions. Okay, then next, IS people, engineering service, you will get 90% theory questions. Okay, theory plus codal provisions. Okay, and 10% maybe 1-2 questions. Okay, out of 10 maybe 1-2 questions are problematic, because calc is not allowed, right, for prelims. So there is a lengthy design formulas are there. If you, even though if you substitute that direct values in that formula, calc is required. Okay, very simple questions you will ask, numerical questions. Okay, so students, gate people concentrate mainly on problems and specifications, codal provisions. Okay, and IS people concentrate more on theory and codal provisions. Okay, and simple numerical questions. Clear this? Right. Now we'll see chapter wise what are the topics we have and what are the important topics for gate and IES people. Okay, right. Now first, this is the first chapter, right? Material and specification. Students, what the topics I given, IS people, you have to revise these all topics. IS people. But for GATE people, all these topics are not required. And wherever required, I'll mention separately for GATE. But these are the topics important for IS people. Okay, just I'm giving topic name here, and already you know what are the concepts we have already I explained in class. Okay, just go through this topic. This is for IS people. Okay, IS. Right. Next, and this is also for IS people, important topics. And students, and this is for GATE. So GATE students, from first chapter, just revise partial safety factor for loads and for material. But for IS people, each and every topic is important only. For GATE people, particularly I am mentioning exclusively for GATE people. Okay, so these are the topics from first chapter, materials and specifications. Next, second chapter, riveted and bolted connection. Okay, right. So here all the topics are important. Okay, what the topics I mentioned, these are the very important topics for IS people. For GATE particularly I'll mention here. Okay, so for GATE people, just revise diameter of bolt hole. Okay, because without knowing these codal provisions, you can't solve the numerical questions. Okay, and types of bolted joint, types of joints, classification, and basic terms used in bolted connection. This is required for IS people. And students, specifications for bolted joint. Okay, this is required for GATE people also. Okay, this is for GATE people also. Specifications, it means what is the minimum pitch, what is the maximum pitch, minimum end distance, edge distance, tag bolt. Okay, like this I given in the class notes. Okay, just revise the specification for bolted joints. Students, what are the headings I given in class notes? Same heading I given here. Okay, right. Next, and students, these are the design part. Okay, this design part is important for GATE people also. Okay, for GATE people. But IS students, please don't solve the lengthy questions in design. Okay, because calculator is not allowed. Very simple questions only will ask. Okay, but try to remember design formulas, because formulas also are objective questions for IS people. But for GATE people, generally you won't ask the formulas. Okay, right. So solve the questions. Okay, GATE people and IS people, just remember the formulas only and simple numerical questions. Okay, right. And here design part, efficiency. Okay, for GATE. Right. So these are the important topics in second chapter, that is riveted and bolted connection. Now we'll see the third chapter, that is welded connection. Okay, so in welded connection, IS people, you have to revise each and every topic, and GATE people here, specifications of size of fillet weld, that is a minimum size, maximum size of fillet weld. Okay, and effective throat thickness, effective length of fillet weld, because there is a possibility of asking one numerical question. To solve that numerical question, okay, you have to remember this codal provisions. Okay, right. Next, here design shear strength of fillet weld, GATE, and these two are very important topics. These two. Okay, gate people, design shear strength of fillet weld and design of fillet weld for truss member. These two topics are very, very important. Okay, if you see the previous gate question paper, okay, so most of questions it was asked from these two topics only, 2 marks question, that too. Okay, and here design axial strength of butt weld or groove weld also important for gate. Okay, and reinforcement, effective throat thickness. Okay, this is important for gate people also. Okay, so these are the important topics. Right, now 4th chapter, eccentric connection. And if you see the previous gate question papers, so he has given more number of questions from eccentric connection. Okay, so here we have eccentric bolted connection and eccentric welded connection. Okay, so here eccentric bolted connection is very, very important. That is bracket connection type 1 in plane eccentricity. Okay, for gate people, very, very important this topic, bracket connection. Okay, and IS people, just remember theory concepts. Okay, just only remember concepts, don't solve any numerical questions. Okay, just small questions, how to identify the critical bolt, what is the equivalent stress. Okay, so just remember this, but very, very important is bracket connection type 1 bolted connection, very, very important topic in this chapter. Okay, right. The next chapter is tension members. Okay, so this year I am expecting from this chapter tension member. Okay, and very, very important chapter for IS people. Okay, right, here each and every topic is important only for IS. Then for gate, how to find the net area, it is important for gate also. Okay, and design tensile strength of tension member, this is important for gate. And students, in gate, possibility of asking 1 mark question, that is from effective slenderness ratio. Okay, possibility of asking 1 mark question. Okay, so these are the 3 very, very important topics for gate people. Okay, right. Next, compression members. Again, 1 mark question for gate. Effective length of compression member and limiting slenderness ratio. One mark. Okay, and possibility of asking numerical question, either 1 mark or 2 mark from these 2 topics, lacing and battening. Okay, so these are the very, very important topics in compression member for gate. But for IES people, all the topics are important. Okay, right. And students, in the design of compressive strength of member, there is a lot of design formulas are there, right? Okay, so don't try to mug up those formulas. Just try to remember what is the non-dimensional slenderness ratio. Okay, what is the imperfection factor values, buckling classes. Okay, so just remember those formulas, but don't try to mug up all the formulas in this topic. Okay, right. Akshay, sir, I am the student of MPSC mains. This is sufficient for MPSC people also, Akshay. Yes, for MPSC also this is, but that is this MPSC people have descriptive, right? Conventional question. Okay, so for conventional, Only thing is you have to remember all the design formulas, okay, and codal provisions. Okay, I repeat, Akshay, MPSC, okay, just concentrate on all the, try to mug up all the design formulas and codal provisions, that's it. Okay, right. The next chapter, column bases and column splices. Okay, this is a very simple chapter. Okay, so here we have in this topic, very important is in this topic slab bases. Okay, so here you will ask what is the bearing strength of concrete and what is the thickness of slab base, it is important. Okay, and IS people, all the topics are important, no need to tell separately. Okay, then after this 8th chapter is beams. The students, for gate people, here concentrate on design shear strength of beam section, design bending strength of beam section, only 2 topics. Okay, so here that is design shear strength of beam section, okay, and design bending strength of beam section. And here I given a low shear case, high shear case, right? Okay, just concentrate on low shear case. In high shear case, just remember the formulas for semi-compact section. If it is a high shear case, formulas are different, right? For plastic section, compact section, for semi-compact section, no need to mug up the formula plastic and the compact section. If it is high shear case, only remember semi-compact section. Okay, so this is sufficient. And students, stability criteria in the design of beams, here 2 topics are important. One is buckling strength, one is crippling strength. Okay, this is the 2 marks question for gate. I repeat, buckling strength of beam section, okay, and crippling strength of beam section. These 2 possibility of asking 2 marks question. Okay, right. So this is the important topics for gate. And gate people, concentrate up to beams chapter. Don't touch rest of chapters like plate girder, gantry girder and roof trusses. Okay, it is not much important for gate people, these 3 chapters, okay, up to beam chapter. But first priority, bolted connection, welded connection, eccentric connection and tension member from 4 chapters important. After completing this 4 chapter, still if you have time, just go through the compression members. In compression members, that is lacing and battening and beam chapter, these 2, design shear strength of beam section and design bending strength of beam section, only 2 topics formulas, gate people. Okay, right. Now if you see IS, okay, so IS people, you have to study plate girder, gantry girder and roof trusses also. But in plate girder, very important topic. This is not for gate students, this is only for engineering service students. Okay, so especially you have to concentrate more on stiffeners. Okay, very important for IS people. Okay, you will get the questions I am expecting from stiffeners. We have 3 types of stiffeners: bearing stiffener, intermediate stiffener and longitudinal stiffener. Okay, right. So then gantry girder and roof trusses, all the topics are important only. Okay, so particularly I am not giving any topics here. Okay, so gantry girder, it's a very simple chapter and a small chapter only, right? Just go through the theory points only, okay? And there is a less codal provisions are there in this chapter, and roof trusses also, okay? So concentrate theory points and codal provisions. And I given formulas, different types of loads, dead load, live load, okay, snow load, okay, go through these formulas, okay. So these are the important topics for GATE and IES, okay. So in next session you will see the important questions, okay. But IES people, don't miss that class, okay. So I am going to give some extra theory questions, okay. Apart from class notes, you will see some extra questions also, okay. So students, if you have any doubts, you can ask me. I repeat students, GATE students, if you don't have time, better leave this subject. Frankly, I am saying, if you don't have time, or if you have less time, just otherwise revise 2 chapters, that is welded connection and eccentric connection. Welded connection is a very, very important chapter for GATE people. IES people, I repeat, each and every topic is important only, but concentrate more on theory points and codal provisions, formulas, but don't solve lengthy questions, please. Simple questions you will ask in IES, because calc is not allowed. If you want to ask anything, you can ask me, students. I think next section we have, I think on Thursday, okay. Okay students, share in the session. Right students. So all the best for your examination and for your colorful future. Thank you.